Okay, so I've already logged into the VPN client, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to log in to the Tachyon platform. Oh, jeez. There we go. So I've set up the screen now where we're basically looking at this one way only, all right? And right now we have nothing on there. We're at 211.20. So let me see what Palantir is doing. That's the stock that I would like at 128. Apple's looking actually pretty good. Hold on. So Palantir is up there, 211. Let's see what Apple's doing. All right, 129.54. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a small position, and to take your share size, we don't want to do 8,000 shares right now. Okay, so we'll shoot it out there, and we'll say at 129 we're going to short sell 1,000 shares, as you can see. So right now we're into the stock, we're down 170, but I feel that based on the position that we're taking, we're going to take a strong position on this one. This is probably our best bet today. So we're up to 3,000 shares. We're looking for a short side push on this. So right now we're at 5,000 shares we've opened up. Our buying power is available at $478,000 still. So we still have plenty of shares to short this. Right now, this is where we are. It's trading at its almost high, but it did wick out the last candle. So based on the oversale and overbought, if it breaks this a little bit higher, we will probably go in there. We still probably have available somewhere in the neighborhood of about 5,000 shares. So we're looking at this, and like I said, you can't look at this one way. I mean, obviously, you're never going to catch the top, or you're never going to catch the bottom. So what we're trying to do right now is just hold on. And by holding on, we're going to basically be able to hopefully catch the top on this. So I just added another 1,000 shares on this. Once it starts a red candle, that's when we're going to really lay it in there. So we're down about $3,400, $3,600, give or take. And right now we're looking at it, the time on this, so this way you see that we're not going to be editing this in any way, shape, or form, is 9:34. So at 9:34, we're gonna hold on and be a little patient right now, because we are looking for the downward push on this. We're looking for at least $1, possibly $2 or $3. 130 is the break point that I would want to get out of, roughly. So that's where we're hitting right now. We're at 129.89, 93. So we're gonna hold on to this for a little bit. Like I said, the 130 marker is the one that you want to be careful with. If it starts to blow up at here, you know what I'm saying? Then you could really start to see a lot of issues. So now we're going to add another 1,000 shares, 2,000 shares. So we're at 8,000 shares. All right, we're at 8,000 shares. And there you go. You've got a huge topping tail right here, which is a great sign. With that topping tail now, that basically means with a topping tail that you basically caught the last few buyers in there. And now those buyers really got caught at the top. So we want to see that topping tail hold. And once that topping tail holds, then you can see it'll just keep hopefully doing a push down. So that's what we're hoping for. We're at 129.19. We've already brought back $1. And we are up about 3,100, 3,200. And we're looking for more now. So, but again, we are going to close this out. I'm looking for at least $1. We're up about 2,000, 1,400. So we're giving it back right now. But like I said, we are there. We are profitable. We're looking for a flush. If we can get a flush back to 128, I'll be happy. 130 was the marker. So we're going to be holding on for this a little while. We want to see it break 129. That's the key right there. Once we see it break 129, then we're going to get a nice little flush down. There we go. There we go. We're at 15, 12. Come on, we need that 129 break. We get that 129 break, that's when we're going to start seeing 128. Come on, come on. There we go. There we go. Oh, it's holding tight. We got a huge buyer there at 129. That's got to clear out first. Once that buyer clears out, then we should see a nice little dip down, but it keeps bouncing off that 129 level right there. So there, you got a nice little spike up, really stinks, but hey, what are you gonna do, okay? Come on. We still have not seen it. Come on. We're in the money, so that's not what I'm concerned about right now. We definitely bought at the top, which was great. There we go, come on. Give me a push down. Break that. Oh my goodness, man. All right, we got 15s, 23s. A lot of frenzied activity going on. Market's trying to figure out what it wants to do right now. Okay. So there we are sitting on it right now. Hopefully we get a, oh, there we go. There we go. Come on, break it down. Break it down. Come on. There we go. Come on. Ah, keeps bouncing off that guy with the 129. Come on, we just need another push down. If we don't get the push down right now, we're gonna have to hold on to this for a little bit. But I don't feel too concerned about it. I think we're holding on right now. Like I said, I can pull out right now, and I've made my day easily. I've made my daily goal for the day, which I'm not trying to get greedy in any way, shape, or form. But like I said, if you can, you can. But right now, we're waiting for that push. Oh, there we go. It's starting to touch it. It's starting to clear it out. There we go. There we go. Come on. Clear it out. Clear it out. There we go. Oh, man. 129 is holding stubborn. Holding stubborn right now. That's what we're trying to do. Is we're trying to clear out 129. Huge buyers over there. They want to hold it up at this point. Oh, there we go. There we got the flush. We got the flush. Okay. So right now we're gonna buy back in a second. Yeah, there we go. We're aiming for 128 to clear it out. But this is what I like to do is at this point at 128, we're going to make a nice strong move, hopefully to 128. Again, so you can see the time, it's only 9:39. There's been no editing to this whatsoever, okay? So the way we position it, we go in there and we look for overbought and oversold situations. Obviously, you have to look at the mood of the market, number one. With the mood of the market, that's how you can tell where you're going in and which direction you want to face this off, okay? So we're up about 75, 7,900, a little over 8,000, a little over 9,000 now. We're catching at 133. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off 7,000 shares. I'm going to buy them back because we did short it. So we're out of 7,000 shares right now. We only have 1,000 shares left. We've already put in our pocket 6,200. Outstanding, we have 850. So, and at this point, I'm going to have the last 1,000. So my theory is that if you have a profit, take it, because tomorrow there's going to be another opportunity that's just as good. You might not make the most money in the world. Like I said, I'm hoping this gets to 128, but when you have $6,000 on the line, you know, profit, why wouldn't you take it? That's my personal opinion. So here it's making that push to 128. That's the line that we're looking at, 128, the reversion on this. And at 128, you really don't have any good guidelines. My gut feeling is that, yeah, this is going to stay around for a while and it's going to keep going down. But that's a gut feeling. That has no mathematical formulas with it whatsoever. So it's going to hang around there. And then again, you're seeing a bottom tail right here. So a bottom tail basically is suggesting no doubt that there's right now, there's buyers in there holding on to that. No doubt. Okay. Now, will that flush out? And that's what it's doing right now. It's 128.27. And again, when you get to that 128 level, roughly at 23, once you get to that level, then you have to start looking at, say, here we are. So if you look at this, this is 128. The line that we were gauging at, it's right there, okay? That's the line it's at right now, and that's where you see the buying being bought up. So at this point, I'm probably gonna get out of this, and I did. I got a profit of $7,080. It is 9:42, and like I said, I might take another trade. You can see where the trades are. Palantir bought 7,000, bought 1,000. So we're very open about what we're doing. We're not asking you to follow us in any way, shape, or form, but what we're saying is that if you do it properly and take the time to basically look at it and say, this is what I'm gonna do. The beauty of Tachyon is that it allows you to go directly into the market. My execution on these are exactly where I want it to be, okay? So here you can see we got out, and you can see the green candle. It basically hit where we wanted to go on our standard deviation line, and now, boom, it's taken off. So when I say take your profits, you can see the topping candle here. The topping candle suggested that the last few people that were buying got caught up here. That's what happened. So when this turned red, basically the people that were up here got caught, okay? Whenever you see a topping candle like that, that's truly a nice reversion on this. Now you're seeing a topping candle here. It's being bought up here, no doubt about it. What it means, once this candle closes, basically what it means is up here, when the candle closes, not before, okay? Well, it has to be a closed candle. Without the closed candle, this can change second by second. But with this candle, what it's saying right now is the multitude of buyers are here. This is where the buyers are. They're touching down here, no doubt about it. That's the line that we said it was going to hit, okay? It hit that line, pop back up, and now you have a little bit here, not a huge topping candle, but now you're starting to see a second topping candle. So this candle finished up, now you have a second topping candle, but it's being bought up. So right now, you can pretty much see that there's support in this general area. Again, this is the time, 9:44. These were our trades, so you can see, okay? So the timestamp shows you what the trades were: 1,000 shares at 129, 129.26, 129.43, 129.35, 35, 61, 84, 75, and then what we did is we bought back. So we bought back at 128.56, which was well over $1 winner. Winner, chicken dill. Well, from the high and the low, 59, and that was it. So we bought back 7,000, and then we bought back 1,000. And now, if you look at it, why you don't get greedy? Because now it's back at 129.42. You can see, again, it bought up that candle. The second candle, it's just steaming along. So the next break point you want to look at is to see what happens up here. Is it going to break the high of the day? That's the high of the day. If it breaks the high of the day, at that point, at which it hasn't, when you take this part out of it, this is the high of the day. It hasn't broke that high of the day. You've got another topping candle here. So this might be a point where now you're starting to see a momentum swing, and it's going to be going downhill. So, like I said, now it's just guessing. In my opinion, you can keep playing this all day long, or you can say, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get out of this. So let's take a look at something else. Let's see what else is out there. AAPL. Let's see what Apple's doing. Apple, oof, look at that. That was another one. That's the thing. I don't like to basically go in there and play multiple stocks, because you have to make sure that you're doing it the right way. And without doing it the right way, it's going to be a real situation where you're trying to guess with 2 or 3 stocks. Now, can you do that? No doubt about it. All you have to do at this point is basically go to this, right click, and go to clone. Once you clone it, you'll have another screen that opens up, and now you could trade 2 stocks if you want to. But again, I don't like to do that, because what happens is when you do that, a lot of times what happens is you get confused unless you're really, really on top of your game and as you get better. So like I said, I have a 3-screen setup, and I could put 10 stocks up here if I wanted to. That's not the problem, you know what I'm saying? But I like to make my notes beforehand, make sure it's done the right way, and then make sure we execute and get out there right way. So I hope this video helped. And like I said, I'm pretty much going to call it a day and make it a profitable day. All right? Thank you.